Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm out here just multitasking, trying to get some stuff done on a Saturday. Sun's finally out, it's not freezing, so that's pretty wonderful. Got a bunch of stuff going to Canada today. Weird, got to go to the post office. Yeah, so that's fun. I was just thinking about the hashtag Lisa Z Awards. And this is the last week to get your nominations in. Now, if you've just come across this for the first time, the whole deal is that I was trying to put together something to keep Lisa Z's memory alive and her spirit alive in the community, because she's meant so much to so many people. She was just a sweetheart, and if you hadn't run across her, it's fine. It's a big world. But I know that those who had really felt a loss when she passed last month. So in the spirit of Lisa and her overwhelming community support, what I was trying to do, what I am trying to do, is to create a recognition of the people who help make the community a better place. Not just the comic book community or the sports cards community, vintage and modern, not just like the coin community, just like whatever you're into. If you happen to run across, me or somebody else making a video about it, feel free to just make a nomination for somebody who you feel helps make the community a better place for everybody. These are like the social butterflies, the ones who just are just there to help everybody, not just necessarily their besties, but just are spreading the just joy to as many people as they can. So I looked at the list this morning, and there's only 18 people on it, so I've only seen like 5 videos, I think. And the videos, I have a playlist on my homepage, if you'd like to see those. But because it's the very first year, and I don't know that the word is really spread out about it. It's not really an award per se. There's not it's not a contest. It's a recognition. I mean, I don't have any trophies or anything going out to anybody. It's not a whoever gets the most votes wins kind of deal. It's your opportunity. Guys, brakes are terrible. Sorry. It's your opportunity to recognize some people that you run across that you just think are wonderful for the community as a whole. So that being said, I haven't done my nominations yet. And the reason for that is that there are so many great people that are being nominated. I was going to try not to nominate the same people. But that being said, it's okay to nominate the same people. That just means that they are touching more community members than, or they mean more to more community members than they probably realize. There's some great ones on there. I mean, God is Great is on there. Zach's Collections is on there. A Surfer's on there. Oh my gosh, Julie Farnham. So many people are already on the list already. And I just can't remember everybody's name off the top of my head. I'm sorry, but there were some that weren't on the list that I wanted to add. And just another recognition, another caveat is this doesn't have to be content creators. It can be people who just are in lives and in comments and just trying to make the community better for everybody. They might not make videos, or it could be I don't know. And you don't have to make videos. You don't have to make videos to nominate. You just if you want to nominate somebody and you aren't a content creator, just throw the names down. I'll include them. I think it's still wonderful that they are included. When it's all said and done at the end of this month, February the 28th, I will do a wrap up with something with everybody's nominations, just to kind of spread the love a little bit. So here are my few nominations of people who I think are absolutely wonderful for the community as a whole that are not already on the list, if I can find it. Here we go. Mr. 95 Cents, Daryl Giordano, I think is absolutely wonderful. He's on my Mount Rushmore in the card community. I think he's just absolutely fantastic. I love his stories. I love seeing his cards. I love his knowledge. I love his spirit. He's always so positive. He does such a great job of shouting out his community channels, putting together a list of family-oriented, like family-friendly channels. He sends cards out to everybody. He loves to spread the joy of collecting, and I think he's tops. I think he's absolutely wonderful. Next, I have Brian the L.C.S. Brian L.C.S. is comic book community, the godfather. He's wonderful. I mean, talk about somebody who is in everybody's lives and supporting the comic book community as a whole. He does his lives. He jumps on other people's lives. He, of course, hosts the Comic Book Community Awards, which takes a lot of time and financial effort to do that and pull that off, including dealing with the headache of dealing with that many people. I think he's just great. I can't say enough great things about him. He also is now a comic book producer. He's, I think, coming out with his second the second edition of The Doctor, which is pretty fun. I need to get on that. He's got a Kickstarter going on right now. Next, I have Miss Southern Belle. Miss Southern Belle is just the sweetest lady. She just really is. And when you are in her lives, and sometimes she'll do group lives, she's with a bunch of other sweet people, and they're just doing crafting stuff and just being positive and enjoying life, and just I love it. I love how upbeat she is all the time, and she is another one that's just not only supporting a few people and then the crafting, but she's always shouting out other people, and you see her name pop up in other streams, and she's just a sweetheart. And I think she's absolutely wonderful. And so I wanted to make sure that I recognized her for making the community a better place, not only for me, but for everybody. And finally, National Parks Princess, who I think is also wonderful. I like her streams where she does a lot of nature stuff. And it's really relaxing when she's not getting chased by geese. She's just out there having a good time. I will say that National Parks Princess is another one. I see her in lives and streams and comments and chats all the time. She's another one who I think just enjoys the community as a whole. And I'm sometimes surprised when I see her, because I feel like I'm a little bit of a social butterfly. Sometimes I'll pop up in all sorts of stuff because I'm a nerd of different flavors. I like all sorts of stuff, and sometimes when I see people in one community popping up in another community, I'm like, hey, that's cool. So at first, sometimes I'm like, you're not supposed to be here. You're in the wrong community. And then I'm like, whoa, no, that's awesome. You're here too. Let's all get together and have a beer. Anyway, I think National Parks Princess is fun. She's another one who doesn't keep everybody in their little divided world. She wants to make sure that everybody's mingling and having a good time. And I think she's great. So those are my 4 nominations for the 2025 Lisa Z Community Recognition. If you have any recommendations or shout outs for people you would like to involve, I think it would be wonderful. Just put in your comment or in your video, if you could do a video again before the end of the month, just include hashtag Lisa Z. And you don't have to put my name in the title, but would you put me somewhere where it's the @3GoodNerds so I can find it? That'll help me out, just so I can add you to the playlist and add whomever you're recommending to my list. So that is it. Thank you again so much for hanging out with me for a little bit, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
No one's really going to be free until nerd persecution ends.